Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully everyone is well, everyone is good. I'm just checking that it's a really creaky chair, by the way.
Sorry about
that. I'm just going to check that it's picking up on the audio because we're not going to use the mic to start with. And I'll just hit into the comments. So if anyone's commenting. So gang, you have got us this morning doing a mindful strength conditioning masterclass. And I'm going to let Jason take over with a little bit of theory first. And then I'm going to do the warm up. I'm going to pass back to Jason. He's going to do the first 6 exercises. Then I'm going to do 6. Jason's going to do 6. I'm going to do 6. All right. Good morning, Tara. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Tara.
Do you need a mat? You also need some dumbbells. Are you going to use a kettlebell for?
I'm going to use a kettlebell for one exercise. Also, you will need a band as well.
Okay, so a band, and we mean a long band, don't we?
Yeah, long band. If you've got a red loop band, that will also work as well. So you've got the option of using a red band if you want. I might use the red band today, to be honest. It just depends. I can show you both. So.
Okay, so we're gonna. So if you've got a long loop infinity band like that, that's brilliant. If not, a long band like that is absolutely fine. And then your dumbbells, and if you've got a kettlebell, use a kettlebell. But if you haven't, they could just use one weight, couldn't they? Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, you can just use one. Yeah.
From there. So I'm going to let Jason just do a little bit of an intro about what we're going to be doing and why we're doing it in this style. Music-wise, gang, if you're an instructor, we're going to be using the 24 mix, which is 24 exercises from Pilates HIIT 8. So that's why we broke it down into 6 from there. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Ronnie. So we're going to be breaking it down into 6 moves. All right, so we will be putting the mic on and everything once Jason's had a little chat, but I'm going to pass over to him.
Yeah, cool. Right. Morning, everybody. Are you all right? So yeah, thank you for joining us this morning for this S&C style workout that we're going to be doing, and just a little bit more information really on, you know, S&C side of things in regards to training and performance. Strength and conditioning is a protocol of training devised to improve an athlete's performance or an individual's performance based around a set amount of certain exercises. Also, you know, boosting up anybody's performance, whether that be mine, yours, anybody that you know. You can integrate S&C into your lifestyle, into your training regime, you know, and predominantly it is muscular based work and aerobic based work within strength and conditioning, but you also have, you know, rehabilitation, mobility sides to S&C. As a strength coach, I've always massively, you know, sort of gone down the route of trying to encourage mobility for performance and also for rehabilitation. And the format we're using today, we're doing 1 minute of each exercise, so 6, 6, 6, 6. Reason being is because when you have that minute of exercise, you naturally engage with the muscle and engage with those supporting muscle groups and stabilizers to give you a more thorough workout. I want you to take this session really slow. I want you to feel the movements, work on your body posture, work on your alignment, where you're meant to be in all of these movements. Something you might not necessarily get when you do like a HIIT class. Now, I absolutely love HIIT. I absolutely love circuits. I absolutely love high tempo Tabatas. However, in order for these specific exercises that we've devised for you to do at home using the kit that you have around, in order for these to really like take effect, I want you to just slow them down and think about the kinds of contractions that are going to be going on within the body. There's going to be points when you're going to be concentrically contracting, i.e. shortening. There's going to be times when you're going to be eccentrically contracting, lengthening. And there's also going to be times where you're going to be isometrically contracting, i.e. in a fixed position. Okay, so the difference with the contraction types here is obviously a shortening is going to be reducing that angle at that, you know, of the limb effectively, and the eccentric is going to be the lengthening. So if you look at the bicep and the tricep, okay, so we have a shortening and a lengthening here. This will be an antagonistic pair. If I hold my arm in a fixed position, this is now an isometric contraction, okay? Isometric contractions recruit the most amount of fibers, and I'm a massive, massive, massive advocate of using as many isometric contractions as you can and slow eccentrics. So if you look at the positive phase of a movement being where your force output is effectively, you know, pushing away, the slow phase of the movement is the eccentric. If you want to slow it down, it makes it more isometric. This is actually going to recruit most amount of fibers and also give the body a chance to recruit as many stabilizing muscle groups as possible. This is perfect for boosting an athlete's performance and also for rehabilitating an injury. So if you're rehabilitating any kind of injury and you feel that you can't do any kind of strength and conditioning, absolutely that is not true. It is one of the best things you could be doing to boost your performance and also get yourself back to 100%. I herniated my disc a year ago, and if it wasn't for implementing strength and conditioning movements and Pilates and just slowing all of those phases down and recruiting as most amount of stabilizing muscles as I can, I wouldn't be here today being able to jump around the way I am. And it's just been through following a very strict protocol in which to get me back to 100%. Each exercise is going to be a minute long. I'm going to demonstrate it. Kelly's going to demonstrate it. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you as we go. If you need to regress the exercise, we can definitely show you how you can regress it. If you want to progress it and make it more difficult, of course, you can make it more difficult. If your posture is perfect, if you're in perfect alignment, you can speed that movement up for sure, or you can add additional weight. But the purpose of today is to slow those movements down, give that body a chance to engage all those muscle groups, really think about what you're doing, as opposed to sort of like aimlessly swinging a kettlebell around, for example. Really think about what's going on within the body anatomically and what muscles we're using. And that's just me telling you to bring an awareness to the muscle groups you're using within this class. And we really hope you enjoy it. We've chosen some great exercises. Some of them you may not have ever done before. They're what we've brought out from our repertoire of exercises that we believe are fantastic to help build strength, that aerobic capacity, and also to actually recruit the most amount of stabilizing muscle groups as well. And the thing is, fundamentally, whilst you're performing these exercises, you're actually stimulating muscle growth as well, which is great. And the longer time under tension that you can perform these exercises for, the more chance you're giving your fibers to be active, and therefore you're going to be stimulating muscle growth. So yeah, we look forward to it. The music's quite slowed down. It's not too ballistic. It's not like all guns blazing, like, you know, that my classes usually are. This is very much the opposite, and we're going to have a chance to talk to you guys and really talk through it. Kelly's going to get you warmed up, and then I'm going to take the first 6 exercises. There is going to be some switching of the headphones as we don't have another headset as of yet. And we really hope you enjoy it. If you've got any questions, I'll be here to answer the questions on the live, and when I'm teaching, Kelly will be here to answer the questions, and feel free to fire them at us. This should not be challenging to the point where you're gasping for air and you can't keep up with the times. Just take your time. I would rather you nice and precise, and I'd rather you get the quality out. If you only perform 6 repetitions, but they're textbook, that's better than 20 just flailing around. So yeah, I hope that sort of like covers what we're going to be doing this morning. And we're really excited to be doing this. It's a lot of movements, so just pace yourself. Pace yourself and take your time. Grab yourself. You've got enough time now to grab yourself a drink and get yourself ready before we get warmed up.
Yeah, I'm going to plug everything in, gang, so that you can hear a little bit of music in the background, and make sure you can hear my mic as well when we're all ready to go. So if you want to grab yourself a drink, grab yourself your kit, and I'm going to plug in and make sure that you can hear me all okay. Okay. So let's just check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Gang, can you hear me okay? Let me know whether or not that is all okay, if that's coming through. That should be All right, so just to reiterate, you need a band of some sort long, you need some dumbbells, and if you've got a kettlebell, brilliant, but if you haven't, don't worry, because you could use one dumbbell, which is absolutely fine. Okay. Can hear me? Thanks, Tara. What about the music, gang? Can you hear that? I want you to be able to hear it, not too overpowering. Warm up, I'm going to be using the new Deep House Chill. Brilliant, thank you. Okay, let's get lovely and warm. So gang, I'm going to start you off and I want your feet, Bentley's even joining us this morning, to on your feet more than hip distance. So we're going to take them really wide. Good morning, Demelza. Good morning, Amanda. Let's roll these shoulders up and back. Ease the shoulders off. Take a slight bend in the knees. You're circling round. Big movements. Now circle the other way. You're bending through the knees. Good work.
1, 2, 3.
We're going to drop.
Breathe.
And lift. Okay, I'm coming narrow to wide open. Bend through the knees, fingers touch the floor if possible, and then I want you to imagine you're making a V with the arms. Watch my change here, and I'm going to spine twist. I drop and I open. So down and lift, rotate back. Well done.
Can you feel me?
Down. Here, I've got one more change for you. Have a look. We go down, lift, lateral bend, drop.
Yeah.
And there's that lateral bend. Good work. Down. And then lateral bend. Perfect. Down.
Yeah.
And lateral. Let's stay with this lunge. You know I love it. It's always in everything. Literally from dance fit to Pilates. Move through. Make your shoulders roll. Open that space. Good work. 4 more. 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Good work. And I'm going to reach. Now watch that turn of the foot.
Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Yeah.
As I bring that through. Good stuff. Rotate. Well done. 2 more.
Yeah.
Little change. Down, rotate. To the side of the foot.
Yeah. 1, 2.
And then turn the body.
3.
Perfect. Good work. Shoulder roll again. Bring your legs in a bit. Loosen off through the neck. We're going to drop the chin. Heavy head. Just a little roll down. Not too much. Roll back, head back. Roll the chin down. Bend the knees. Your feet are wider than normal. Roll back. 1 more. Down we go. Good work. Lift.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to roll all the way down. Now come to your calf stretch.
Yeah.
Spend a little bit of time here working through the back of the legs. Press from right to left. Shift your weight. So can you see I'm rocking from side to side as I go.
1.
And then hold
2,
to center. Inhale. Exhale. Come forward to a high plank. Give you a little bit of awareness in the abdominals. We're going to drop the knees, drop the chest, and then lengthen. Lift up. Good work. Sink back. And then come back to that calf stretch position. Push the weight back. Feel that? Good stuff. And then from here, come forward. Nice and
1,
strong.
2, 3, 4.
Drop the knees, drop the chest, and lift. Open up that space. Perfect. Bring yourself back to your calf stretch. Lift. Then bring the hands back to the feet. We're going to roll up through the body. Roll through here. Legs go wide again, and this time we're opening out. Just a little bit longer to get warm, and then I'm going to pass you over to Jason. So I'm hoping that that feels all okay. We feel nice and warm. Let the arms wrap. Again, turn the leg in. Get some mobility in the hip. We're going to squat and circle out on your right leg. Big movements, as big as you can. Well done. Circle inwards. So we're here and we circle in. We're going to go again. Circle out. Just squat as low as that feels good for you. Remember, the wider your feet, and if you turn them out, you'll have better mobility. Last time through on the right, left. Good work. Okay, relax there. So grab yourself a drink, and hopefully you are warm.
Yeah, all good. Hopefully nothing's changed and you can still hear me. Nice. So Kelly's warmed you up nicely there. Hope you're all feeling good and loose and ready to go. We've got a nice mix for you this morning. Again, just want to say,
training start.
Keep all your movements nice and slow. Really bring that attention to the muscles and just control what we're doing here. I'm ready.
Your training starts in 4.
Take a nice wide stance.
2.
First movement.
1.
We're just going to start to just drop down. I just want you to start exploring this space. I call this movement just explore, okay? Just start to get some mobility in those hips. This is your movement bubble. Move wherever you want to go. You can squat down. This is your minute just to move around, see how you feel. Start to mobilize, push the hips back. Start to exaggerate that stretch through the hamstring. Start to really fire up and get that control through those movements. Nice. We're switching on all those stabilizing muscle groups, really waking all those muscles up around the hips. Nice. You can come up onto your tiptoes. You can exhale.
Take a 10-second rest. In
Nice.
4, 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Grab yourself a dumbbell. We're going to go into our next
Exercise 2.
I
In
want
4,
you to take a wide step
3,
to the left.
2.
Place the hand on the outer thigh and push away. We're going to do a layaway, but exaggerated with the weight of the dumbbell. Really stretching out. If that isn't comfortable for you, drop the knee and just stretch. Nice. Good work. Go wide. We stretch over. Notice my alignment of my body here. My right arm coming over is perfectly in line with my right leg. Just really stretching out. Really starting to feel this now opening up in the trunk. You might feel this a little bit in your QL, in your back. Stretching through. Stretch here. Try and keep both those feet connected to the floor, feet flat to the floor. If you have to come up onto the heel, that's fine, but try and challenge yourself to keep that heel down.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. We take a rest here. We're going to
Exercise
switch on to the other side.
In 4,
Turn that foot out
3, 2, 1.
and push away. Good. Nice. Nice and slow. Strong. For those of you that are rehabilitating any kind of injury, take your time and just power through. This dumbbell passing over the head is going to switch your center of gravity, okay? It's going to challenge that core. Nice. Nice and slow. Still be able to start feeling that. Good work. Control that breathing. Nice. Well done, well done. So we're just starting to warm up here through different planes of movement.
3, 2, 1.
Grab your dumbbells. I'm going to go side on so you can see me. Take the dumbbells to the shoulders
2,
and step
1.
back. Keeping the dumbbells above our head. We're going to drop back into a back lunge. So we're going to test our proprioception here. Our foot placement as we step back is crucial to keeping our balance. Nice. Nice little twist on what would ordinarily be a normal lunge. Keep those dumbbells above the head and stress those shoulders, those deltoids. Nice. Well done, well done. Good work. Nice and controlled. Look at my tempo. Really slow. Controlling that eccentric. Well done. Nice and strong. Nice and stable.
Take a 10-second rest.
So we're going to start
3,
to bring it into a rest here.
1.
If you place the dumbbells on the floor, I'm going to use the loop band, but you can use
4,
the green band. Place the foot,
2,
place the band under the right foot, arms out, and we wood chop. This is going to work perfectly in our core. My hips facing forward. All my attention is being brought here to the core. Arms stay in a fixed position. If you want to exaggerate it and bring the band down, that's totally fine. Notice the position of my hips and my legs doesn't change. All of the movement is coming through the direction of travel of my hands, leading my core. Brilliant. Nice movement for the transverse plane. Really low impact on the spine. So if those of you, like I have, had a lumbar problem, this is really non-invasive. Builds that strength up in the abdominals.
In 4, 3.
I'm going to switch on to the other side.
1. Exercise 6.
I'm going to repeat on the other side. Arms go straight. Lock them hips in.
1.
Nice work. Look, even Bentley wants to get involved. Anyone starting to feel that a little bit? You can exaggerate this movement. What I've tried to tell people is to avoid this. Look at my body position. Just nice and controlled. My movement is probably about 12 inches. Just getting that torso control, working through my obliques, my rectus abdominis, and just this tension being brought to the core. Try and hold that breath for that entire minute as we rotate through and bring that attention to the core. Nice, building that strength around that lower back, working on that trunk strength. We all twist and turn in everyday life. It's really good to have a strong core.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. So that's your first block. Just really waking everything up. Really non-invasive, really non-explosive. Those of you probably start to feel a little bit of a burn in their shoulders, a little bit of a burn in their core, and also now starting to lead into the legs as well. That was just to get you nice and mobile, okay? We're going to slowly ramp it up. And I'm going to pass you over to Kelly now, and she's going to do her block of 6 exercises. All right.
Okay, gang. So hopefully that still sounds all okay for you. So grab a drink if you need to. We are going to grab our dumbbells and we're going to start with a bit more of a lateral movement after Jason's just done those rotations. Wood chop.
Exercise 7.
Okay, so we're going to take a lateral lunge.
3.
I'm going to move my legs and we're going to come down and lift up to center. Other way. And lift up. So I'm lateral and I rise. Lateral, rise up. Good work. Keep the abdominals nice and strong. Fantastic. Exhale as you lift. So this is a lateral lunge. We've got this extension that's happening as well as you're pressing up through here. Fantastic. So you'll notice that my feet come quite close together, challenging through the balance. If you need to take your feet wider, please do. That's totally fine.
Take a 10-second
Well
rest.
done.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good work. Have a little bit of a release. Relax here.
Exercise
Grab your
8.
kettlebell if you've got it, gang.
In 4,
We're going to go round the head and then we're going to go figure of
2,
8 through the legs.
1.
So it goes round the head, round the head. We drop down, figure of 8 through the legs. Grab the belly, round the head one way, bend the knees. Drop the kettlebell, come through. Head stays up, dead slow. We're not rushing, we're controlled. It's precision. With each move that you do, you're holding the belly of the kettlebell when it goes round the head. You're holding the handles as you're coming through in the figure of 8. Let's go again. Round we go. Here. We're coming down. So we're trying to challenge you in lots of different directions.
Take a 10-second
Fantastic.
rest.
Just finish that
In
off.
4, 3, 2.
Beautiful.
One.
Okay. Keep hold of the kettlebell. Place it in your right hand.
Exercise.
We're going to do
now.
an arabesque.
In 4,
We're going to lift
3,
up with the leg.
2.
Holding strong
One.
here. Pull. I'm reaching my hand to you. Grab a hold of it. I got you. You're pulling with this row. Now, I'm going to turn side on so you can see me. We're strong here. I've got that leg lifted up. If you need to, put the foot down on the floor. If you need to, you can lift up a little higher. You're bending your supporting leg. Pull the abdominals strong. You're going to feel this in your left leg, but also this right arm. Press through. You could do this with a weight. You don't have to do it with a kettlebell, which is absolutely fine. Nice and strong in this balance. How are we doing? Can you feel it?
Take a 10-second rest.
Well done.
In 4, 3, 2,
Woo!
1.
Good work. Okay, give your legs a little bit of a release.
Exercise.
Let's come on
10.
to the other side. Let's see
In
if there is a
4,
difference between
3,
your balance.
2.
Holding strong
1.
here. Now reach to me. Pull that kettlebell into your waist, just to the side of it. You've got this arabesque. Reach. Squeeze the muscles in the bottom. Fire that up. Are we okay? Are we working? I really hope you are. Feeling strong, feeling powerful. Great stuff. Cool. Doing really, really well. So remember, you can put the foot down if you need to. Stay there or up. Bend that supporting leg. Feeling strong?
Take a 10-second
Good
rest.
work.
In 4, 3, 2.
Oh my gosh, go back to your dumbbells. So we're going to do a rotational
Exercise
press.
11. In 4.
Grab
3,
the dumbbell
2,
into your right hand.
1.
We're going to twist. We've done this before in our class. Push. So those of you that are in my VIP group, you will know this move. We rotate. Turn through here. Good work. I know, Tara, I know. Wasn't that hard, that arabesque? So strong. But Tara, how much are you going to teach that move? You know it's going to be in your classes. Good work. Push it. Fantastic. Lift. Really well done. Bend the knees a little bit more if you need to. I am turning my right foot. Press through. Lift. Rotate round.
Take a 10
Got
second
one more move
rest.
for you.
In 4.
You know it's going to be the other
3,
side, don't you?
2.
Good work.
1.
Give your arms a little bit of a release. Loosen up. Are we okay? So
Exercise
one more
12.
from me, then I pass that
In
baton
4,
back over to Jason.
3,
Ready?
2,
Strong here.
1.
Let's go. I would love you to try this with a really heavy weight as well. So I know we're demoing with quite light weights, but if you repeat this class again and you can lift heavy, absolutely go for it. Push. Thought Bentley was going to go out then. Well done. Press and turn. That's it. Keep the legs wide so you've got the space to be able to move. You can turn. As you know, whenever Jason and I teach together, it always becomes a family affair. Bentley can't not get involved.
Take a 10 second rest.
Good work.
In 4, 3,
Yes.
2.
So gang, they were my first 6. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm going to pass back over to Jason, and he's going to be using the band for a little bit more of his moves as well. So hopefully that all felt really good. Grab yourself a drink, please.
Yeah, squishing my head with the headphones. Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm back. Right. Okay. So first exercise, you are going to need a dumbbell in each hand. Okay. It's going to be a ground-based, floor-based movement. Okay. So we're going to bring ourselves down. Let me just scoot this little fat head out of the way. Okay. So those of you who are comfortable with the press-up position, this is going to be slightly different. It's going to be in the press-up position, but we're going to renegade row. I'm just going to demo this for you. We're going to be on all fours here, okay? Nice and strong, and we're going to pull back, okay? Really nice, slow movements. And we're going to pull back, engaging the lats. Those of you that have any difficulty with that, you can do it off your knees. That's absolutely fine.
Exercise 13. In 4.
Nice. Let's
3,
get going.
2.
Nice and strong.
1.
Hold that press position. Find your balance. Begin to pull back. Keep a nice neutral spine. Pull that dumbbell back. I always like to cue, pull that dumbbell as if you're pulling it into your pocket. Okay, so it's this movement. Nice. Nice and strong. Bringing that attention to the core. Keeping lovely body alignment. Well done. If you want to do it off your knees, it's absolutely fine. Nice and strong. Slowing every rep down. Nice and controlled. Targeting the core. Targeting the lats.
Take a 10 second rest. In 4.
Have yourself a 10-second rest.
2. 1.
Grab your band and bring yourself down to dead bug position on the
Exercise
floor.
14. In
Put
4.
the band around the feet
3, 2, 1.
and push away. So this is a variable resistance of the band with leg press. Nice. Really good again. If you're rehabilitating that lower back and you have a client that still wants to train their legs and enjoys the movement of being able to do leg press, okay, you can lay on the back, put the band around the feet, really secure that spine and lower back on the floor, control that core and push through those legs, take that stress out that lumbar and still get the effectiveness of the contraction through the legs, okay, without directly being on an angled leg press, putting stress on that lower vertebrae. Really, really, really good for rehabilitation, okay, really good for working that core as well.
Second rest.
Nice.
In 4, 3, 2, 2, 1.
Okay. Those of you that do any one-to-one with me know I really like this exercise.
3.
Grab yourself a dumbbell or a kettlebell, and we're going to bring ourselves up. Nice. Into a half squat as we come up. Good. Alternate those legs, folks, so you don't get fatigue on one side. Keep that core nice and tight. Up into a half squat, isometric contraction. Nice. Really working through that femoral head to labrum here in the hip joint. Okay. If you need to take your leg out a little bit more, feel free to do so. If coming up completely upright doesn't work for you, that's fine. It just depends where your hip mobility is. Nice. Well done.
Take a 10-second rest. In 4.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I'd like you to get your band. Pop it across your shoulders.
60.
Okay.
In 4.
Tara, you'll know this one well.
2.
On all fours.
1.
And we're going to push that chest high to the ceiling and depress that chest down to the floor. Key here, keep the arms straight. Okay? We're rising through the upper portion of our back. Pushing high to the ceiling, really stressing the rhomboids, the trapezius, the rear delts. Really allowing that scapula to move. Good, nice strength work for the upper back. Really good if you're sat at a desk all day and you need to loosen off through that upper back. Nice. Really push high, sink the chest low. The key here is keep the arms straight. Everything articulates around that. Nice. Good work, everybody.
Take a 10-second
Nice and controlled.
rest. In 4, 3,
Good.
1.
Okay.
Exercise
Grab your kettlebell,
17.
place it between your legs,
In 4,
nice and wide.
3, 2,
Squat down
1.
and drive. So some of you may know this as a kettlebell deadlift, or you can have it as a hanging wide squat, squeezing through the glutes. My body alignment here, I'm letting the hips lead the dance. I'm pushing through. Notice my spine alignment stays lovely and long. My core's embraced. Feet are externally rotated, giving my hip joints a chance to fully open so they're not impinged. Nice. Nice and slow. Make that 6 kilo, 10 kilo, 15 kilo kettlebell, whatever you're using, much more difficult than it is by just slowing that movement. Well done, well done. Nice.
Take a 10-second rest. In 4,
Good.
3,
Final movement from me today. Grab your activation band or resistance band, tie it
exercise
around
18.
just above the
In
knee
4,
on the vastus lateralis of the quads,
2,
and we're going to sidestep in a half squat. Woohoo! Oh yeah! And the funky music's kicked in as well as we're doing the crab walk. Dun, 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 dun. Targeting who's feeling that in their glutes, in their piriformis. Short little shuttles. Our Bentley wants to do some. Nice. Keeping in that half squat, keeping that contraction on. Nice. Ooh, that's a bit of a burner, isn't it? I didn't do the warm-up, did I? I did the mobility for the first phase, so that's okay. I did some stretching earlier, so I'm still pretty loose. Nice, and we're stepping. Good. Who's feeling that firing up their glutes? If the band isn't for you,
take a 10-second rest. In 4, 3, 2.
Good, good, good. Going to hand you back over to Kelly. I hope you enjoyed those exercises. Kelly's got 6 more for you now, and I'm sure she's going to ramp it up again. You know what Kelly's like.
Okay, gang, I'm hoping that all sounds good. Grab yourself a drink. You should be definitely warm now. I'm going to be bringing you down to the floor for these next exercises. So we're going to literally be down for 6 core focused exercises. So I'm just going to bring this down slightly. Okay, so our first move, and I'm not going to use the bands at all, so you can chuck them out of the way. We need 1 dumbbell. Okay, so let's get going. Bring yourself into a sit-up position.
1. Exercise 19.
Exercise
4,
19.
3,
Okay, weight
2,
into your right hand.
1.
We're going to lift up and we turn and twist back. Extend the other arm if you can. You're here. Good work. So I'm coming up just as high as you can go, then come down into that press position. Have you got that? We're here for the whole minute, so do what you can, modify if you need to. So do you need to change the height of how far you're coming up? Maybe you need to have your feet raised up onto a bench. Not come up so high. Do what feels good for you. You're going to feel this solidly in one arm. Working through the chest and shoulder. So it's a chest press, shoulder press combined.
10-second rest. In 4, 3, 2.
Good work. Have a little breather. You're coming over on the other side. So exactly the same on the side.
20. In 4,
Feet as wide as you wish.
3,
Coming down,
2,
chest press position.
1.
We lift, we turn, back down, up, turn and twist. Extend the other arm, let that help you as you're coming through. Exhale, inhale, well done, push. Feeling okay? Woo. Fantastic. Lift. I've got a bulldog with me at the same time. Well done, gang. Nice and strong. That's it. Pull it through.
Take a 10-second rest. In 4, 3,
Ooh,
2,
good work.
1.
Grab both dumbbells. We're going to take a wide press
Exercise
in dead
21.
bug.
In 4,
So come up to
3,
like a dead bug position.
2, 1.
We're going to be here into our wide press. Push it away. Legs are lifted. And we've got this wide chest press. Again, everyone in my VIP group, you are used to these moves. Some of you may want to do an extension of the leg slide, if that feels good for you. Neck is in alignment with the spine, lovely and long, back in neutral spine. You are pressing here. If you don't want to use your legs and don't want to move them, just keep the knees over the hips. You can be in that position. Wrists are fixed. And you're going to the side of your chest and then lift.
Take a 10-second
Good work.
rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done. Okay, take 1 dumbbell.
Exercise
We're going to do a pec
22.
fly. We're
In
going to move
4,
the other leg.
3,
So I'm going to give you some
2,
variations.
1.
So we're going to take a pec fly. The other leg goes out into a leg slide. Exhale away. Inhale back. So my right arm is coming out, pec fly, and my left leg is moving leg slides. Couple of options. If you don't want to take the leg fully away, you can take a tap down with either a heel or a toe. Or some of you might prefer to take a knee drop where you open the knee out to the side, working completely on this diagonal position. So my knee is opening out to the side, my arm is opening out to the side. So we've got lots of options. You should really feel it through the chest. Exhale.
Take a
Inhale.
10-second rest. In
Good
4,
work.
3, 2,
Woo.
1.
Well done. You know what you've got to do. You've got to do it on the other side.
Exercise
Yes.
23. In 4,
Let's bring it up.
3,
So back
2,
to that pec fly position, left arm. So we've got single leg stretch away. In and away. Exhale and inhale. And see how that feels. So remember, you've got the option. You could tap down instead if that feels better for you. Or you could take that knee drop. Maybe if you want to work a little bit harder, you're taking the knee out to the side and open, or you open up this arm. Exhale. Inhale. Working crossways. Keep the abdominals strong. The other knee stays over the hip. Are we okay? You're working
Take a
strong this
10-second
morning.
rest. In 4, 3, 2,
Well done.
1.
Okay, up you come. I've got one more move for you. Roll back
Exercise
into a
24.
V-sit.
In
This
4,
is optional to
3,
use either one or
2,
both weights.
1.
We're going to roll back into the floor just as Penny's going behind me. I'm rolling back. Lifting up. As I come up, I'm going to lift to my V-sit. I'm going to roll back. Now you could have weights in both hands. You could have no weight if you don't want to. When you do your V-sit, you don't have to fully extend the legs. You could keep the knees bent if that feels better for you. Be there, balance, and then roll. Exhale. Or you might want to just lift one leg and then switch and then roll. How are we feeling? This is super controlled. Inhale, exhale.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay! Good
Your
work.
workout is complete.
Yes, it is
Well done.
complete. Well done. Okay, hug your knees into your chest, just into the back. Good work. Really good work. Okay, I just want you to take a little bit of a release in that back there. Moving right from right to left. Just allow that to release for you. Good work. Okay, I'm going to unplug so Jason can be. Let me unmute. Gang, just take a bit of a release in that back, and then very, very slowly, whenever that feels good for you, just bring yourself up to sitting and take a little bit of a release in the back. Okay, so we can be here, opening up through the hips, and then placing one hand down, reaching over and stretching the waist, loosening that off. And then anytime that feels good for you, I'm going to stretch into the back of the legs, release there, into that calf stretch position, and roll up slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the neck and the head up last. Good work. I'll take you through some stretches. Jason, do you want to add in any more information for anybody, or are you okay?
Yeah, all good, yeah. I hope you enjoyed that. And we really tried to bring the attention to slowing down those movements, challenging you in lots of different movement directions. You know, we don't just move in straight lines, forwards and backwards. We like to move in all different directions. And this is very much what S&C is all about, whether it's strength work, conditioning, plyometrics or rehabilitation. All these exercises that we chose today are really non-invasive. They shouldn't, you know, they shouldn't develop any issues with any sort of like, you know, injuries that you have. They should definitely help to rehabilitate those. And just slowing down the movements is really going to give your body a chance to really use those connective tissues to help keep you in a nice stable position. That is ultimately what it's all about. When we move, we like to be as stable as we possibly can, and recruiting as most amount of muscle fibers as you can through those movements, and really manipulating those contractions through eccentric, concentric and isometric. We did a lot of core work there as well, moving in lots of different directions, which is absolutely fantastic. Strong core, strong spine is really what I've really tried to drill to people, especially over the last year with rehabilitating from an injury, that bringing my attention to my core work has massively helped with my lumbar back. And, you know, 60–70% of the population suffer with lower back issues. So this is something that is on the rise, and is becoming more prevalent as, you know, sort of like as people exercise and sit at desks more and long journeys in cars. So just giving yourself a chance to bring that attention to the core, strengthen those muscles around that spine is really going to make a difference for your longevity going forward in the future.
Yeah, so we really hope you've enjoyed that today. Please let us know if there's any questions at all. If you're not in our VIP group and you would like to join, you always have everything on catch up. You can watch all previous masterclasses, all previous classes over the last 18 months, plus brand new, fresh masterclasses and classes every single week, and we make sure that there's over 15 classes per week for you that you can watch live or you can watch on catch up. If you want any more information from Jason on training, then contact him on his Instagram, which is projectpossible_JRO. Okay, otherwise feel free to message in the group. Thanks Michelle, glad you enjoyed that. Thanks Tara. Thanks Ronnie. Good stuff, brilliant work. Yay, well done. Take care, and we'll hopefully see you soon.